watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. 19 pro-Palestine protesters are under investigation after being arrested at this morning's Universities of Wisconsin Board of Regents meeting.
Our Meryl Hubbard joins us now. She spoke with one of the protesters about why they had this demonstration. Meryl?
Yeah, Maddie, Brady, UW police say there were around 50 pro-Palestine protesters at the board meeting. UWPD says they warned the group to stop, but they continue to carry out their protests, yelling "Free Palestine" before UWPD cleared the demonstrators from the room and arrested 19 of them. All of them were later released and no citations were issued. However, UW police say each case will be investigated and there could be citations issued in the future. I talked to a protester who was there. She was not arrested, but she explains why the group chose to protest at this meeting.
We were there to express our discontent with the Board of Regents, to show that we will not stand for our university supporting genocide, supporting crimes against humanity in our name. And so we were there to both demand that they divest from these companies that are profiting off of genocide and enabling this genocide, and to demand that they disclose where their investments are held.
Dahlia says this meeting was with the Board's Finance and Business Committee. In a statement, UWPD said the disruption lasted around 15 minutes, and once the protesters were removed, the meeting resumed without any more issues. Now, this is the second time this year pro-Palestine protesters briefly interrupted UW's Board of Regent meetings.
Thank you, Meryl. And we have an update to a story News 3 Now has been following for about a month now.
Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway is seeking to replace District 18 Alder Charles Miadze from his committee appointments. Last month, Madison Common Council members introduced a resolution to censure Alder Miadze. 3 women accuse him of sexual harassment and domestic violence. An investigation did not find sufficient evidence to show Miadze violated city, state, or federal laws. We spoke with one of his accusers, fellow Alder Juliana Bennett. She says Miadze made inappropriate comments about her body and locked her in a car when he found out she told others. We also spoke directly with Miadze, who denies all the accusations and told us he intends to finish up his term. The Common Council will take up both the censure and the mayor's appointments on December 10th. We do have a statement from the mayor saying no one who harasses or abuses women should be in a leadership position at any level of government.
Let's get a look at our first sworn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is outside. You're all bundled up, I see.
I am all bundled up, but I was calling this progress on the patio a little bit earlier as we were talking, because we have made some progress with our temperatures in southern Wisconsin. Started off this morning very chilly, in some cases in the single digits, and now that's not the wind chills that we experienced this morning. We had wind chills down as low as the teens below zero, but now we've climbed our way out of that really deep freeze into still cold temperatures for this time of year in the middle 20s. So we have made, again, some leaps and bounds. Also, look at the wind out of the northwest at 9 miles per hour, and we have sunny skies, so we don't have those snow showers, we don't have those roaring winds at this point. Last night it was quite a wild evening of wind. Planning our evening tonight, not as breezy tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, temperatures falling through the teens. I do plan to get my walk in yet tonight at 6 o'clock. 25 in Madison, 27 to the west on 14, and 27 to the southeast down towards Edgerton. Rest of southern Wisconsin, we are in as cold as 21 up in Vernon County to as warm as 27 in Janesville. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to track temperatures through tonight, through tomorrow, and into the weekend, because we have temperatures near 50 degrees in the forecast.
That'll feel pretty good. Thanks, Alex. A long-awaited connection between Dane and Sauk counties is finally being built.
Both counties are looking for bids to develop a multi-use bridge across the Wisconsin River. Armand Rahman shows us how they're hoping to bridge the gap for outdoor enthusiasts.
This old abandoned railroad crossing is on track to connecting Dane and Sauk County for bikers, pedestrians, and snowmobilers. The bridge has been talked about as far back as 2001. It's planned to start at the Great Sauk State Trail in the village of Sauk City, go across the Wisconsin River connecting to the Dane County side.
We can't wait for it to happen. We have 12 miles, approximately 12 miles of trail already completed from the Wisconsin River, heading toward Devil's Lake.
So our ultimate goal is that this trail will come into Wanakee and in through Madison and really connect people to the other sides of Dane County as well.
It's estimated to cost between $10 to $12 million, most of that funded by grants. Tonight at 5, I talked to the Dane County director of the Association of Wisconsin Snowmobile Clubs, who says right now to get across the river, they have to use the Highway 60 vehicle bridge. Construction is expected to start early next year. Reporting in Sauk City, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. Wisconsin public sector unions are lining up to collectively bargain once again.
This comes after a Dane County judge struck down the Union Law Act 10 this week. Political reporter Will Keneally joins us with the story. Will.
Well, the overturning of that landmark Act 10 law allows public sector unions the ability to negotiate things like workplace conditions. Now, the Madison Teachers Union is asking the district to reopen the current contract. Now, they tell us that they want the ability to negotiate with the district based on those working conditions and hours, for example. Now, the union made a request to the district through a letter this week. In response, the district tells us that they will consult with legal counsel to understand the precise implications of the ruling and ensure changes, if any, are implemented thoughtfully and transparently. Now, the current Madison Teachers Union contract runs through the end of next June, but the union wants to again open up that current contract to bargain over some of those conditions.
Will, thank you. President-elect Donald Trump's plans to impose tariffs on imports from Mexico, Canada, and China could threaten manufacturers here in Wisconsin more than in other states. That's according to a report by the Badger Institute. The report noted that the U.S. tariff increases in 2018 and 19 led to big cuts in manufacturing jobs, which are responsible for employing more than 100,000 Wisconsinites.
Wisconsin is particularly dependent upon international trade, probably because of our large manufacturing sector. And the particular countries that he has at least currently has in his bullseye, Mexico, Canada, and then China, are actually our 3 biggest trading partners.
Scott Niederjohn, author of the report, says Trump's plans will almost certainly result in countries placing retaliatory tariffs on the U.S., making exports more difficult as well.
We would be naive to think that the trading partners wouldn't respond, though, to us, like they wouldn't match these in some ways. In fact, the Mexican president just recently said that if President Trump levies large tariffs on Mexico, we will respond, and we'll respond in sectors that would hurt the United States.
Niederjohn says both candidates in this year's election campaigned on protectionist policies, which he says are largely unpopular with economists.
Well, this Christmas, the DNR is reminding you to save a gift for the planet. Some recycling programs accept wrapping paper, but not all. So make sure to check what your area's rules are beforehand. Wrapping paper needs to be plain, okay? Tearable with no glitter, foil, or ribbons. You should also not crumple your paper into a ball when you recycle it. Also, tissue paper is not recyclable. Holiday cards with glitter or non-paper can't be recycled. If that seems like a lot to remember, there's a better option.
The best option, definitely to save and reuse for next year.
That's what we do. We always save, my family. Well, if you're getting a new phone for the holiday, you can't just throw your old one out. You have to take your old phone to a recycling drop-off site. The DNR has a list of drop-off sites on its website. You like that? Yeah. No, that's what you do. You have wrapping paper, you smooth it out, and you use it next year.
You should take a hair straightener and iron it out.
What could go wrong? A lot. All right, next on Live at 4, whether a judge rejected Boeing's plea deal with the DOJ.
And the new evidence emerging in the killing of United Healthcare CEO.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed, the only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools by drawing warm air away from your body to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Our smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep per night. And now save 20% on the new Climate Cool Smart Bed, plus free home delivery. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
I've been a motorcyclist for a little over 20 years now. I always wanted to have a motorcycle my whole life, and dashing helps me support that hobby. I love the flexibility of dashing. I love the connections I make. Dashing lets me do what I want, when I want. I'm my own boss now. If dashers can maintain their freedom, flexibility, and independence, and have access to benefits, that would really be the best of both worlds. Portable benefits would help me cover medical costs, dental, vision. That would be fantastic.
Imagine checking your own heart with medical precision from anywhere. Introducing KardioMobile 6L, the FDA-cleared EKG that provides 6 times more heart data than any smartwatch. And it detects 3 of the most common arrhythmias in just 30 seconds, including atrial fibrillation, bradycardia, and tachycardia. Check your heart with the most advanced personal EKG outside the hospital. Get one for just $109 this holiday season. Don't wait. This offer won't last.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When I think about Gruber Law Offices, I think of people who care about their clients.
If I had a question, they always help me.
They are so kind and caring. You're not just another number with Gruber.
So they really took a lot of weight off of my shoulders.
So they were pretty much the whole package deal for me.
Serving Wisconsin for nearly 40 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hillsboro Equipment, Boston Equipment, and Slama's Lawn and Sport are now Slama Equipment. New name, but the same great people and service you've come to expect for the past 75 years. Although our roots may have started in Hillsboro, our connections to Boston, Reedsburg, and the surrounding areas are equally strong. The Slama family has been there for you and will continue to be your John Deere dealer for generations to come. Whether you farm with the largest combines or just need to move things around your yard, run with us today at Slama Equipment, Hillsboro, Boston, and Reedsburg.
Insurance costs going up? Erie Insurance has great coverages, rates, and claim service. And your rates won't increase because of celebrity advertising campaigns or sports stadium sponsorships. Call Affordable Insurance Solutions for your auto, home, or business quote and see what Erie Insurance could do for you.
A federal judge is rejecting a plea agreement between Boeing and the U.S. government after the company said it would plead guilty to deceiving the FAA ahead of 2 deadly 737 MAX crashes. The judge's rejection cited problems with the selection process for an independent monitor required in the plea deal to oversee safety and quality improvement at Boeing. In July, Boeing agreed to plead guilty to 1 charge of conspiracy to defraud the United States. Under the plea agreement, it would pay up to $487 million in fines. Families of victims of the 2 crashes want the company to pay $24.8 billion. Boeing did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
New evidence from the killing of United Healthcare CEO yesterday morning. The masked gunman who stalked and shot Brian Thompson outside of a hotel in Manhattan used ammunition with the words "deny, defend, and depose" on it. The message echoes the phrase delay, deny, defend, which attorneys and insurance industry critics commonly use to describe what insurance companies do to avoid paying claims. Investigators believe the shooter has some experience with guns. They still have not found him.
Investigators are looking into whether a school shooting in California was a hate crime. Yesterday, a man opened fire inside Feather River School of Seventh-day Adventists near Sacramento. He got in by pretending to be a parent interested in enrolling his child. He shot 2 kids, then died after shooting himself. The wounded boys aged 5 and 6 are in the hospital. This is the latest among dozens of school shootings across the U.S. in recent years.
The Department of Justice is calling for reforms of the Memphis police after releasing a scathing report showing the department engages in discriminatory policing. The DOJ launched the investigation more than a year ago after officers beat 29-year-old Tyree Nichols to death. Statistics show Memphis police officers were more likely to arrest black people for traffic violations and other crimes. The mayor of Memphis says once the city reviews the report, it'll work to improve the force.
Amnesty International says there's sufficient evidence to accuse Israel of genocide in Gaza. In a nearly 300-page report, the human rights group outlined new numerous instances in which it says Israeli forces and government authorities have committed 3 of the 5 acts prohibited under the UN's Genocide Convention. That includes the mass killing of Palestinian civilians, causing serious bodily or mental harm, and deliberately inflicting on Palestinians in Gaza conditions of life, quote, calculated to bring about their physical destruction in whole or in part. Israel denies the accusation.
The acting head of the Secret Service says disciplinary measures are being taken following the July assassination attempt of President-elect Donald Trump. Ronald Rowe testified before the House task force looking into the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, that left 1 person dead and 3 people, including Trump, injured. Rowe said failures by the Secret Service employees ahead of the rally warrant disciplinary action. During his testimony, Rowe had a heated exchange with a Republican member of Congress who yelled at the director after asking him why he was standing behind the vice president at a 9/11 memorial service earlier this year.
Who's usually at an event like this closest to the President of the United States, security-wise?
The sack of the detail. I was there going through the ashes of the World Trade Center. I was there at Fresh Kills.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you.
Were you the special agent in charge?
Rowe repeatedly told the congressman, Representative Pat Fallon of Texas, he was out of line. As for changes to the agency, Rowe says he's expanding the use of drones at venues and making sure there is a unified command at one single location for all protective sites, something that was not done on July 13th. President-elect Trump's pick to lead the Pentagon is not giving up the fight to save his nomination.
This while the 2 entrepreneurs tasked with slashing the size of the government are meeting with Republican lawmakers today. Erica Brown has more details from Capitol Hill.
Billionaire businessmen Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy met with Republican lawmakers on Capitol Hill to talk about their plans to slash the government.
The overriding theme here is a return to common sense and a return to accountability and efficiency in government.
The 2 have vowed massive cuts to the government workforce, including eliminating entire agencies. Those kind of cuts have broad support among Republicans, but there is skepticism about how much they can pull off.
Fresh hell breaks loose from the people who get cut. And you've got to be willing to look them in the eye in front of God and country and say, look, I hear you, but it's not a priority and we've got to save money somewhere.
President-elect Trump's plans to cut the government come as he's deciding whether to cut loose Pete Hegseth, his pick to lead the Pentagon.
Hegseth is still meeting with senators amid allegations of alcohol abuse, sexual misconduct, and mismanaging money when he ran a nonprofit, allegations he denies.
Conversations have been robust, candid at times, with great questions on policy, personality, everything. So we're going to earn those votes. We're fighting all the way through the tape. We're grateful to have the president's support.
Hegseth has won over some support.
Now that I've heard his passion for this country and how he would turn the military around and focus on lethality, he sold me.
Trump has put together a short list of alternatives to Hegseth if needed. It includes Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who served as a Navy JAG officer, and Senator Joni Ernst, who spent more than 20 years in the National Guard. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is here. Hey, Alex.
Hey there. I'd love to give the forecast here. This is going to be mostly about the temperatures, and we do have a little bit of precipitation in the forecast, too. But let's start off with the temperatures and the 3 things you need to know. Highs near 30 on Friday. 40s. Can you believe it? We're going to swing from this really cold weather all the way to the 40s over the weekend. We could have a shower. It'll be so warm. Rain chances are higher than snow chances in our near future. 25 right now in Madison, the wind out of the north-northwest at 9 miles per hour. So the temperature and the wind combination not as fierce as what we saw yesterday with those strong winds and falling temperatures. Let's plan the rest of our evening. Clear skies going down to 18 by the time we get to 8 o'clock. I plan to get a walk in there between 6 and 8. I will be here doing that 10 o'clock show and the 5 and the 6 as well. We'll be in the teens by the time you join us for that 10 o'clock show, or we could have a cloud or two, and overnight low temperatures will be in the lower teens across much of southern Wisconsin. Right now we got 25s, we got a 27 in Middleton, 27 to the north near DeForest and in Waunakee. That cold spot just dropped now to 20 out in Vernon County, 23 in the Dells and 24 in Monroe. Starting off again in the teens, we're going to track the temperatures on Friday. We warm up into the 20s by the time we get a little bit closer to the late morning hours. 23 in Boscobel, 25 in Madison, still 21 in Janesville. Overall high temperatures will climb up to about 30 degrees for Friday afternoon. Now, how about this for the weekend? We got 41 on Saturday, mild with plenty of sunshine. 47 on Sunday. There'll be a bit breezy on Sunday. That's what it takes to go from cold temperatures to warm temperatures. I always explain that. My mom often asks that question, why does it have to be so windy? That's how you go from these swings, from the cold temperatures to the warm temperatures, warm enough for a couple of showers by the time we get into Sunday night. Tracking the temperatures even further, we'll do middle 20s. So we're going to have this warm period here, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Temperatures way above normal, and then we crash. We get back to those January-like readings, and then we climb back up to 45 degrees by the following Sunday. So a roller coaster ride continues with our temperatures across southern Wisconsin over the course of the next 10 days. Can we expect any precipitation? Just a tiny chance of a shower later Sunday night, maybe a few showers on Monday, but right now rainfall amounts are looking very, very light. Join us during 5 o'clock. I'll track that weather system with you, and at 6 we'll track the total amounts. Then following that weather system, just tiny chances, 20% coverage at most for a few flurries on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Look out to next Sunday, though. I have a 50% chance for rain. It looks like there could be a bigger weather system in the Midwest next Sunday, but in the form of rain, not in the form of snow like Linda's picture here from Baraboo. Flash back to yesterday, 24 hours ago. We had those heavy snow showers, some snow squalls across parts of southern Wisconsin, but all Linda did is just took the picture, scanned the QR code, and then that links it up to our channel3000.com weather page, and then we can show the weather photo. How about that, Maddie?
How about that?
I like that.
I like it too. Thanks,
Yeah.
Linda.
Deck the squalls.
How long have you been thinking about that? Since
Just
yesterday?
came to me.
Yeah.
Maybe since yesterday.
Sure.
You know me too well. Coming up on Live at 4, new information about long COVID.
How long it takes for most people to recover when we come back.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
COVID-19. I'm not waiting. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
My symptoms are mild now, but I'm not risking it. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and help stop the virus from multiplying in your body.
Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. It's critical to tell your doctor about all the medicines you take because certain tests or changes in their dosage may be needed. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if you're allergic to nirmatrelvir, ritonavir, or any of its ingredients. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe, like anaphylaxis, and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor today.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab-EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab-EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-557-5298 or go to sonobello.com.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Most young people with long COVID recover within 2 years. A study by University College London looked at long COVID patients between the ages of 11 and 17. They found 70% of them recovered within 24 months of their initial diagnosis. The study also found women were twice as likely to be diagnosed with long COVID than men.
More Americans are getting therapy, suggesting the stigma over treating mental health is lessening. A study by Columbia University found the number of adults receiving psychotherapy rose from 6.5% in 2018 to 8.5% in 2021. But the study found the increase was greatest among wealthier adults, young adults, women, and college-educated people.
For kids who want smartphones, watches, or other connected gadgets this holiday season, that can be a tough call for parents.
And requires answering some questions before they buy. Karen Kaifa is in Washington with why experts say there's no magic age for a device.
If all kids and teens want for the holidays is a smartphone, smartwatch, or other online device, experts say give with intention and guardrails.
Any technology device that you give a kid or gift a kid should have a specific purpose in mind, especially in the earliest stages.
Pediatrician Dr. Natasha Burgert says young children who get too much screen time too soon may not have time to develop crucial social and motor skills.
If they are spending hours a day just with a piece of glass that they are swiping, they are not able to develop those skills.
Burgert says she's also noticed some adolescents with unchecked screen time struggle with mental health. That's one reason Mitch Prinstein, Chief Science Officer for the American Psychological Association, says parents should set guardrails, especially around a child's first device.
Slowly give them access to different features, functions, maybe turn on and off parental controls, and talk with them as they're getting used to the device.
Since most parents didn't grow up with the same extent of the current technology, Prinstein says they can actually learn from open conversations with their kids.
What we probably need to do is, rather than turn away from it, is to ask our kids to bring us in and say, show me what you're doing. What are you watching? Tell me about this platform and this app. Help me make sense of what you're seeing and why it's so appealing.
And well-meaning aunts, uncles, and more who want to fulfill a child or teen's tech wish list should check with parents before giving that gift.
Experts also advise to be mindful of kids or teens who ask for fitness trackers for the holidays and open conversations about why they want those devices. These can be great tools when getting motivated to move, but all of the data about calories and steps can stoke existing body image issues, according to doctors who specialize in eating disorders. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
When did you get your first phone?
I think in 7th? No, maybe 6th or 7th grade. What about you?
Back in my day.
Don't wag your finger at me.
Freshman year of college, and it was a flip phone.
Oh.
Texting cost like a few cents per text, and you could play the snake game on that. That battery lasted forever, though.
Coming up on Live at 4, how feasible Madison's vision for zero traffic deaths actually is.
And the importance of being a blood donor during the holiday season.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
We went to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machine. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Janesville Nissan, we treat our customers the way we want to be treated. It's in everything we do and every deal we make. You won't find that at most other dealerships. Come see why you'll feel great buying a vehicle from Janesville Nissan. Exceptional savings, award-winning service.
Welcome to Alpine Liquors, the largest independent liquor store in Dane County and beyond. We have over 700 vodkas, 1,500 whiskeys, 2,500 cold beers, 2,000 wines, and over 300 mini bottles for under $1. The area's largest selection. Your local Alpine Liquors, located in DeForest, Wisconsin.
With this live Channel 3000. Expect even more from Channel 3000 Plus.
One with this live Channel 3000.
Live updates from the News 3 Now team. Breaking news as it happens.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Temperature.
Weather every 10 minutes.
Meteorologist Alex Harrington with your news.
Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect with News 3 Now on Channel 3000 Plus. Channel 3000 Plus, powered by News 3 Now, helping you move your day forward.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
It looks pretty cold out.
It looks cold. Not frozen, but cold.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Look at those little, what are those?
Are they ducks?
Ducks?
I need my glasses. I can't see.
Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of far away, but cold, but progress is on the way.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Warmer temps are not that far away, apparently.
Good to hear. Hey, Alex.
Hey there, yes, of course. I was saying earlier in our other newscast, progress on the patio. This time last night, I'd be holding on for dear life with the winds that we had last evening and falling, plunging temperatures. Right now, it's 25 in Madison. You might want to go and get a photo of the sunset. It is just absolutely striking off here to the southwest. You can see those beautiful pink and amber colors, too, in the eastern skies. We look towards the capital. The wind chill, not as bad, 16, and that's because our winds are easing up as well. Planning the rest of our evening, temperatures going down through the teens. The winds are easing up this evening, so those wind chills not quite as feisty as they were last night and this morning as we plan through the rest of Thursday evening. We got 27 to the western Cross Plains, 25 on the other side of the Wisconsin River in Sauk County, in Sauk City, 20 now to the northwest up near Viroqua, 27 in Janesville, 23 in the Dells, and the wind gusts, the highest wind gusts that we've seen today have been right around 30 miles per hour, not those 50 or near 60 mile per hour wind gusts that we saw yesterday. So we're making some progress as well with the winds. The wind chills are not quite as dangerous as they were this morning. Coming up in my next weather, we're going to track the winds easing up even further and how cold you can expect those wind chills to be Friday morning.
Thank you, Alex. Well, this map behind us shows serious injury and fatal bike and pedestrian crashes in Madison this year, but the city is hoping to make all these dots that you see disappear.
Our Ellie La Liberté shows us how one Vision Zero program hopes to achieve just that.
I'm in the Teresa Hammersley neighborhood. It's where the city of Madison is testing out its 20 is Plenty initiative, where these 25-mile-per-hour signs will turn to 20-mile-per-hour signs. Phase 1 of the project began in 2021 when the city tested lower speed limits on 2 neighborhoods. Now it's moving the program citywide. About 2,000 signs will go up or be changed beginning this winter. The project is expected to be completed in the spring of 2025.
And 20 is Plenty is just focused on those local residential streets, not the bigger arterials or collectors. So if you can start your day just a little slower, just kind of have that a little bit more in mind. It kind of does help affect your driving mindset throughout the rest of the day. During the city's 2020 to 2022 Vision Zero progress report, phase 1 of the program was examined. 31 of the studied locations had less drivers going 10 miles per hour over the speed limit after it was reduced. 5 locations saw more. Tonight at 6, hear how one resident feels about this program. Reporting in Madison, Ellie La Liberté, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Ellie. A woman is asking for everyone to donate blood throughout the year to help save lives.
Our Tanisha Shaw spoke to the retired officer on why being a donor is important during the holiday season.
So like I said, it messes with your head just as much as your body.
Amanda Sabel is a retired Baraboo police officer. She left her patrol after she found out she would spend months in the hospital because of a chronic illness.
So I currently am being treated for liver failure. I have a blood condition where my liver is no longer filtering my blood very well and fluid. And so my lungs fill with fluid.
Even though she's no longer a first responder, caring for her community is still second nature.
So I'm just extremely lucky. There comes this feeling of guilt because you wonder, like, what did I do or what could have I done to, do I really need this organ? There's got to be somebody sicker. I'm only 37. What if I took this blood that somebody that was sicker could use or that, needed it more?
Sabel is asking everyone to donate blood this holiday season. Being a donor is what made her aware of her condition after her father died.
He needed over 20 units of blood and blood product within 2 days, and he did not make it. A lot of our family promised that we would give back. And donating blood is extremely easy.
Tonight at 6, the amount of lives you can impact by one blood donation. Reporting in Madison, Tanisha Shaw, News 3 Now.
Tanisha, thank you. UW researchers are involved in pioneering work to restore vision to people who are blind with entire eye transplants. To date, there's never been a successful whole human eye transplant to restore vision.
But earlier this week, the HHS announced millions in awards for the cause. Among the teams receiving that money, UW researchers at the School of Medicine and Public Health.
My laboratory's role specifically being that we are a stem cell research lab. And that we're able to generate, say, spare parts of the retina and the optic nerve is to create a connector or an induced pluripotent stem cell derived neuron that can hopefully act as a coupler that will connect the donor eye optic nerve with the recipient optic nerve.
This is a 6-year program, and that could be extended depending on the progress researchers make. But Dr. Gam says it could be possible they achieve their goal in that amount of time.
An early look now at Fitchburg's holiday spectacle. The Holiday Lights Tour is returning on December 13th and ends December 15th. The weekend will kick off with a community celebration featuring family-friendly activities like carriage rides and cookie decorating.
And the holiday tree at our state's capital is officially up. Earlier today, Wisconsin kids joined the governor for the annual tree lighting in the rotunda. Well, this year, the tree is dedicated to 125 years of Wisconsin state parks. Look at that. And it features themed handmade ornaments from children in Wisconsin.
No matter where you go in Wisconsin, you are never very far from one of our world-class parks or trails, and this year's theme celebrates our state's proud and rich history of conservation and protecting our natural resources.
And Smokey the Bear made an appearance as well. You can go see the tree when the Capitol is open to the public, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 to 4 on the weekends.
Coming up on Live at 4, the new numbers on unemployment across the country.
And staying safe this holiday season. We'll show you when we come back.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Refresh your space during Dutch Boy Days with help from Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one with Stay Clean technology, so your home stays beautiful longer. A gallon starts at $19.98 after $4 rebate. Dutch Boy Forever Interior Paint and Primer offers powerhouse protection with its stain-blocking, odor-reducing technologies. Get a gallon starting at $31.96 after $5 rebate now at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
It's
that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun-to-drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like hazy or blurred vision, so it's hard to see fine details. Colors that appear dull or washed out. Or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now, moving forward for you.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
With Act 10 out of the way, local teachers unions are forging ahead. We'll walk you through what could happen next. Then 19 student protesters were arrested at a UW Board of Regents meeting. We'll hear from one of them on what sparked the heated confrontation. That's tonight at 6.
Start your evening with News 3 Now at 6, moving forward, uncovering the stories and getting to the heart of events and issues that matter here. And when bad weather is on the way, we warn you first. News 3 Now at 6, moving forward, weeknights.
Welcome back. Jobless claims are at a 6-week high. The U.S. Labor Department released data today showing 224,000 people applied for first-time unemployment benefits last week. That's 9,000 more than the week before. It's also much higher than the 214,000 filings to receive unemployment benefits fell. That number dropped by 25,000 and now stands at 1.87 million. Meanwhile, a separate report released Thursday found the number of announced job cuts rose slightly in November compared to October. Those layoffs driven by planned cuts in the auto industry.
TV and online shopping network QVC is recalling more than 1 million oven gloves because of a burn hazard. The Temptations oven gloves sold between August 2018 and August 2024. They came in a large variety of colors and patterns. A tag on the gloves says Temptations by Terra. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says the gloves may not provide sufficient protection from high heat. QVC says it's received 162 reports of insufficient heat protection, including 92 reports of minor burns. Customers should immediately stop using the gloves and contact QVC to receive a full refund.
Anchor is recalling nearly 70,000 of its lithium-ion battery-powered Bluetooth speakers due to a fire hazard. The speakers were exclusively sold on Amazon in 2023. The recall covers lithium-ion battery packs in certain models of Anchor Soundcore Bluetooth speakers. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the lithium-ion batteries in the speakers can overheat. You should dispose of them in accordance with local ordinances. Do not put them in the trash or battery recycling boxes. Anchor will provide free replacements.
Whether it's cooking, decorating, or shopping for gifts, safety experts are reminding families to take precautions to keep safe from holiday-related hazards. During the 2023 holiday season, almost 15,000 people were treated in emergency rooms due to decorating-related injuries. That's according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission.
I've seen people that fall off the ladder, they fall off the roof. Even when they're just trying to be careful climbing down, they just slip because they're wearing the wrong shoes and end up having to spend the holidays in the hospital with serious injuries.
Emergency medicine physician Dr. Carol Parsons says when you're stringing up Christmas lights, make sure the ladder is planted firmly. And when decorating your tree, be careful with the ornaments.
Nowadays are plastic, but there's a fair amount that are ceramic or glass. People drop them, they step on them, they slice their fingers on them, and they end up coming to see us in the ER every year.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Parsons also says if using an artificial tree, look for a fire-resistant label. And if you do go for the real thing, make sure you water it to keep it from drying out so it's not a fire hazard.
Coming up on Live at 4, we check back with Alex for an early look at your First Warn forecast this weekend.
And later, the color of the year. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Welcome to Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for beautiful furniture. Sofas, chairs, and recliners, sectionals, and fun accessories. Shop our Fitchburg showroom today.
Hi, my name is Damian Clark. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plans available in your area, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with the Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance, a monthly allowance to help pay for eligible groceries, utilities, rent, and over-the-counter items. The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend carries over from each month. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana networks. So call the number on your screen now and ask about a Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. And remember, annual enrollment ends on December 7th. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Getting older is part of the journey, even with worsening heart failure. So when I had carpal tunnel syndrome, lower back pain, and shortness of breath, I thought that's what getting older felt like. Thank goodness I called my cardiologist. I have ATTR-CM, a rare but serious disease, and getting diagnosed early made a difference. If you have any of these warning signs, don't wait. Ask your cardiologist about ATTR-CM today.
Hi, I'm MedAdvantage Max. And if you're anything like me, well, I always want the max. That's why I'm here to tell you that the Medicare annual enrollment period is now open. 2025 plans are now available. Plans may change every year, and this is the time of year when everyone on Medicare should check their plan and get information about other plans.
Just call 800-706-9813 now.
We all want the max, but how do you know if you're getting the max? Plans with additional benefits vary based on where you live. Everyone should call the number on your screen, even if you called last year. A licensed insurance agent will check your zip code to see what plans with additional benefits are available. Here's the good news. It doesn't cost anything to call to see if you're getting the max in your plan. That's right. The call and Medicare plan review are free with no obligation to enroll. I hope you get the max.
Just call 800-706-9813 now. That's 800-706-9813.
From our Dwellings family to yours, happy holidays.
Here's a live look at downtown Detroit. The Green Bay Packers are there to face off the Lions in a big game tonight.
31 degrees outside. It says pleasant conditions inside Ford Field. I don't know if I'd call 31 degrees pleasant.
You have some thoughts about this.
I have some thoughts about that. Alex, let's get a look at the forecast. Those are all my thoughts. I'm done. 31 is not pleasant. Go.
Oh, we're a little bit colder than that. And guys, some progress. I think it looks pretty pleasant downtown Dodgeville right now. Yet last night, that cam was going back and forth like this because it was so windy. And we've improved those windy conditions and have replaced those windy conditions with less windy conditions, still a bit on the cold side as we plan the rest of our evening here in southern Wisconsin, staying in the teens, but not as windy as I emphasized here. We're going to track the winds in just a moment, as windy as it was last night. 25 in Dane County, so Maddie, it's colder here than it is in Detroit, but 31 is also below normal for this time of year, so I got your back there. 25 in Lone Rock, 22 in the Dells, 27 in Janesville, 19 now to the northwest out towards Vernon County. The wind chills right now, that's the factoring in of the wind that we have out there right now, and the actual air temperature feels like 16 in Madison. It feels like 17 in Janesville. It feels like 11 in Viroqua right now. Now this morning we were looking at wind chill values in the teens below zero, almost approaching dangerously cold conditions. So the forecast then for tonight, we'll have those temperatures between 12 to about 15 degrees. Another cold night, clear skies. The winds are easing up though. Look at this. By the time we get to 10 o'clock, these are the wind gusts over southwestern Wisconsin. Barely gusty at all. A little bit more gusty as you head towards Madison, over towards Watertown. Maybe a 15 to 20 mile per hour wind gust. When you wake up Friday morning, the winds pick up just a little bit. Wind gusts could approach briefly 15 to 25 miles per hour, but then those winds really ease up as we go into Friday evening. So that's going to be a plus, as temperatures tomorrow will be warmer after a cold start. With those wind chill values, you'll still need to bundle up near 1 to 5 degrees, not teens below zero, but nonetheless, this is still cold, and you'll want to bundle the kiddos up for school tomorrow and yourself too on your way to work. 30 for a high temperature in Madison. We'll do 32 in Prairie du Chien, 28 in Camp Douglas. Sunny skies, and the winds will ease up, as I was mentioning before and showing with future tracks. So that's certainly good news. We're making continued progress. How about this for progress? 41 Saturday, 47 Sunday. That one, Sunday could be a little bit more on the breezy side. And you want to tune in during the 5 o'clock newscast. We're going to track that weather system Sunday night going into Monday to show you shower activity that could get parts of southern Wisconsin wet. And then at 6, I'll show you how much water we can expect from that weather system. We cool on off. Look way out to next Sunday. Some indications are a wet weather maker for southern Wisconsin by Sunday of the following weekend.
There's a fine line between gorgeous and Griswold. Don't get tangled up this season. Instead, enhance your home with Cardinal's smart outdoor lighting solutions. You'll spend less time dangling off a ladder and more time enjoying what really matters. We'll install smart outdoor lighting solutions catered to your needs so you can go from fancy to festive in just one tap. Light up your home like never before. Book online and save 10% on smart outdoor lighting solutions with Cardinal.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want some ice time, a nice time, so good you post it twice time. You want some cheer? Now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you who you gotta see. Ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Enjoy the magic of the North Pole, just east of O'Hare, with miles of memories waiting to be made. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont it.
We often get asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices after an accident?
The answer is very simple, yes. We don't get paid until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to hire Gruber Law Offices. The call, the consultation, all free. You pay nothing until we win your case. It's just that simple. Call us today, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
With Act 10 out of the way, local teachers unions are forging ahead. We'll walk you through what could happen next. Then 19 student protesters were arrested at a UW Board of Regents meeting. We'll hear from one of them on what sparked the heated confrontation. That's tonight at 6.
Wake up every morning with Savannah Brito and her Plan Your Day forecast, designed to help you plan your day before you walk out the door. Plan your day with Savannah. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30, only on News 3 Now this morning.
Global color specialist Pantone has named Mocha Mousse its color of the year for 2025. I like that. That's pretty.
You're all about it, huh?
I am all about it. The company describes it as a, quote, evocative soft brown. Pantone Color Institute Executive Director Latrice Eisman said the color evokes, quote, thoughtful indulgence. They're very serious about this brown. Each December, the company names a color of the year for the following year. To make their pick, experts at the Pantone Color Institute look at interior design trends, pop culture moments, and high fashion runways.
I have a thought. So since this is like the color of most boxes, does that mean since it's the color of the year, we don't have to wrap presents now?
Yeah. Well, I thought you were reusing all your wrapping paper. What are you going to do with it now?
I know, quite
if you don't wrap your boxes.
Well, I'll figure it out somehow. Okay, chocolate lovers, listen up. Dark chocolate may lower your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. A new observational study analyzed data from 3 long-term studies, and it found eating at least 5 servings of dark chocolate each week may lower the risk of type 2 diabetes by more than 20%. Now, it has to be dark chocolate, though. Milk chocolate lovers, you're out of luck. Sorry, dark chocolate contains more cocoa? The raw and less processed form of the harvested chocolate. It also contains the highest levels of flavanols. I can say flavanol, but not cacao, apparently. They act as antioxidants and reduce inflammation that can trigger or worsen chronic conditions such as heart disease and diabetes. The greater the percentage of cacao listed on the label of dark chocolate, the more flavanols it will contain.
NASA has once again delayed its Artemis program, which aims to return astronauts to the moon this decade. On Thursday, the space agency said a planned mission to land on the moon in 2026 will now take place no earlier than mid-2027. Additionally, a Pathfinder mission slated to fly astronauts around the moon in 2025 will now take place no earlier than April of 2026. That delay is partially linked to issues with the Orion crew capsule that will be home to the astronauts during both lunar missions. NASA previously said the spacecraft's heat shield became charred and eroded in an unexpected way during the uncrewed Artemis 1 mission in 2022.
I'm just thinking a little bit. Okay. I heard a little bit, but I was thinking
chocolate,
I'm going to go
cacao,
find some chocolate, cacao. Okay, we'll be right back.
After a serious truck crash, you need a team who knows how to handle trucking cases and gets results. You need Gruber Law Offices. There's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The holidays are here, and so are the savings at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress. Don't miss our holiday sale with huge discounts on all quality name brand furniture, including Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, England, Spring Air Mattresses, Ashley, Amish Furniture, and much more. Over an acre of quality name brand furniture on display in our beautiful showroom and ready for delivery in time for the holidays. Free financing available. Hurry in today to the holiday sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
Candy Cloud Company. Your drink, your way. Made to order. So many choices. All for you. Whatever your mood. Boba, coffee, shakes, iced, or hot. Get the good stuff. Candy Cloud Company, Greenway Station, Middleton.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Choose Flex Buy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 Flex Buy and 1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Tomorrow on Live at 4, we'll introduce you to Mocha Mousse, how the color of the year finds its way into what you find in the store. And next at 6, a look at the decorations lighting up the White House this holiday season. Thanks for watching Live at 4 today. We hope to see you back here tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.